Hello everyone! And today, we are back for another Loomian Legacy PvP video. And we're going to be showcasing Rancidor yet again. But this time, instead of using the late game cleaner set, I'm going to be using the full-on defensive set with Robust Clever and Health Amulet. I also have Goop Spout, which this move can poison any Loomian on the field, which is awesome. I have Near Enchantment, and I know what everyone is thinking, why Near Enchantment and not Far Enchantment? It's mainly because when Loomians want to swap into a Rancidor, they're going to swap into a melee attacker, so if I set up a Near Enchantment up, I can still hits on the melee side a little bit better. I got Peace of Mind, increase my range defense, and I have Dodge to utilize Health Amulet. So yeah, it's a flat-out stall set, and I have the Devious ability to bypass certain abilities. And the TPs I have on this set is I have 4 in the speed. That's not supposed to be there, but my UPs are off. And with this, it's supposed to outspeed Nimble Valkyrie by 1. So that's why I have that. Valkyrie is kind of a threat, so it's good to outspeed that. I got 200 in the range defense, 136 in the melee defense, and 160 in the health. Puts me at 193, which is perfect for my Health Amulet. I get 12 health back per Health Amulet turn, which is awesome. The team I have around Rancidor, though, is I have Garbantis, another Loomian with Poison. Yeah, I'm kind of running a bit of a stall team. It's kind of more of like semi-stall, honestly. But yeah, it's probably the stalliest team I ever made. I got Himber that has Earthquake and Ice Hammer to deal with toxic types. I got Cleone, which is just an amazing range tank. Plus, I can dissipate and pivot back into my Rancidor or Nimue. I got Chartiki that can get rid of barbs with Burn Up and heal HP back with Photosynthesis. I got Copperotch that can set up barbs and Driving Force. And my last Loomian is my Boots Loomian being Nimue, which also has Flash and Fleet Pivot. So with that out of the way, let's see how Rancidor does in battle. Alright, we're into battle number 1 with Rancidor, and let's look at the team. This team looks awesome. There are no toxic types, which means Goop Spout runs wild. So that's awesome. There are some Loomians I do gotta be afraid of, though. I think the biggest threat is the Parasol, because this thing hits very hard. And Purier isn't the worst. I can place Barbs and Driving Force. There are no Spirit types as well, which is perfect. I can lead off with you, because there's no light immunities unless this is SA. Although that could also be Prismatic as well. Gotta be careful with Helvantic. Helvantic is kind of bad news, actually. Gonna have to kind of be careful. He doesn't have any Barbs himself, though. So that's good. He doesn't have any layers of Barbs himself. And I gotta bring you for the Zeppelin. So, I think I'm gonna lead off with the Himber. No, I think I'm gonna lead off with Rancidor and see if I get a good matchup. That'll be what I do. Let's lead off with Rancidor and let's see if we get a good matchup. We lead off with Parasol. Now, Parasol does a lot of damage, but it doesn't do much to me. Plus, I have the type advantage, so I'm going to go for a Goop Spout to throw a poison on something. So, I'm willing to stay in. Awesome, I got the type advantage, which means free hit on the Eliguana. That's epic. We could actually stall down this Eliguana. So, that's going to do no damage, but it will throw a poison on the Eliguana. Now, I'm not sure if this is toxic poison or not. I assume it's just normal poison, so yeah. I'm gonna go for a dodge, because I'm not sure if you're gonna go for the Flash and Flee or the Tase. Probably the Tase. Nope, you went for the Flash and Flee, actually, which would have done a decent chunk of damage on me. As you can see, though, that did pretty well. I didn't bring my Chartiki for this, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Thing is, I don't want to get Tase. I don't want to risk myself getting Tase. I really don't. But he could just go for Flash and Flee, which I still hit well. And I could actually set up an Enchantments as well. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go into Himber. I'm just going to play it safe. I don't want my Rancidor to get tased. I really don't. Yeah, I just went for another Flash and Flee. I just couldn't take that risk, though. I don't like taking that risk. The thing that's good is that Eliguana is poison. So it's going to be very hard for that Eliguana to do something later in the game. Which is good. Let's see what he goes into next. He's probably going to go into Eruptodon, because Eruptodon is pretty good. I assume it's the Eruptodon. Yes, it is. It's the Eruptodon. This thing has Landslide for Rancidor, which is rough. Gotta be careful with that. I could go Nimue. Nimue isn't a terrible option, honestly. Problem is, Hellstorm's probably going to be placed, which isn't good. I think I'm just going to go Cleone. I think I'm just going to go Cleone and Dissipate. That might be the move I do. Yeah, he went for the Soul Burst, and he probably went for the Hellstorm. I probably could have went into Nimue. I just don't want to take a Dark Surge in the face. And even with Nimue resisting Hellstorm and having a good range defense, A Runceder hits so hard. It will probably still break through it. It's kind of insane how hard Soul Burst Eruptodon can hit. So, yeah. Yeah, it just sets up a Hellstorm, which makes perfect sense. Honestly, I think I'm gonna pivot. I think I'm gonna No, I'm gonna go for a piece of... No, I'm gonna go... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Dissipate. I'm gonna play it safe and just Dissipate. Oh, I'm so glad I did. Goes into Parasol. I love Pivot. Pivot's so good. Now we go into Rancidor, which is awesome. Rancidor comes in. I take a little bit of fire damage from the Hellstorm, but it's not the end of the world. We have Dodge. Plus, I have Health Amulet, which supports me, which is good. We go for the Goop Spout to poison something. If he goes back to Leguana, it's not the end of the world. Okay, he went back to Leguana. That's fine. He's going to Leguana, so nothing else on his team gets poisoned, which makes perfect sense. Plus, he's probably going to go for a Rejuvenate this turn, which is something that is a little scary. I think I'm going to go into Copperage and place down a layer of Barbs. But you know what? I will do that. Because I feel like Leguana goes for the Rejuvenate to keep itself alive. It wants to keep itself alive. Yeah, it goes for the keep itself alive play. Could go for the Taste, but I'm honestly not worried about Flash and Flame. I'm honestly just going to throw a layer of Barbs down. He could have Zeppelin, but I'm not worried about that right now. So, I'm just going to throw out a layer of Barbs. Probably going to go for the Flash and Flee this turn, which is good. We place down a layer of Barbs. He could also have Mudslide. Yeah, yeah, you're right. This Loomian could have Mudslide, which is... We have an Air type, so we'll go into it. We'll go into our Air type so we can't Mudslide right away. I'm still worried about getting Tased, though. Okay, no, he just went for the Flash and Flee. This is good, though, because Nimue has Boots, so I outspeed everything, which is good. So, I can get either free Pivot off, I can either attack something. Like, this is pretty good. I like this. This is a good matchup. And Leguana can't swap back in. Like, Leguana can't really swap back in neither. This is actually very good. I don't know if you are SA or not. Don't know yet. You go into Chienta because you know this is rough. I am nervous about Prismatic. This could be a Prismatic set. This could be a Prismatic set. Which could be very rough. And plus, Rancidor is a little bit chipped. I think I'm just going to go for the Flash and Play. I'm going to take that risk. Nope, you're not Prismatic. Good. Good to know for later in the match. We'll go into Cleone. We'll go into Cleone and soak the Frost Punch. Yep, I soak the Frost Punch. I get my Milkshake activating. And I go for Rejuvenate and get my health back on Cleone. So, let's just get our health back on Cleone. I don't think Chienta's going to stay in. Yeah, I never really use Stall, so the battles might be 15 to 20 minutes long. So, yeah, I almost never use Stall. I usually use bulky offense or pivot teams, so, yeah. Went for a Brawn boost. Okay. He predicted me going Rejuvenate, which is rough. So, I'm going to go for a Stratagem. Hopefully that's enough to actually KO the Chienta. I have a bad feeling it's going to live at, like, no health. So, that's kind of not good news. I kind of need Cleone alive still, so... I really don't want to lose Cleone to Chienta if I can help it. This thing can also be mesmerizing, which if that's the case, I can't priority with Himber, so... I can't really even go Himber on the Chienta, neither. Plus, I'm weak to Mega Punch anyway. So, that's not even an option. So I'm back to full health on Cleone. I should be able to live anything that the Chienta throws at me. At least one hit. I should be able to live one hit. Yep, goes for Radiant Rush, which I live pretty well. I go for the Stratagem, please be enough. Awesome, it's enough to KO the Chienta. Chienta being dead is awesome. He goes into Parasol, which goes for the Dark-type move. It goes either for Fade Away or for the Dark-type move. Probably for the Dark-type move. I think Rancidor is the best play. It could pivot on me, but I think it's the best play to make. I have melee defense, so I should be okay. Dang, that sucks. That sucks because I can't stall effectively now. And now he knows that this is my... I'm going to set up a Near Enchantment. Awesome, I get a Near Enchantment up, which is good. Leguana comes back into the battle, but it's not the end of the world. So the near enchantments are up. Eliguana is very low, which is good. Eliguana is very low. We could go into Himber. I still don't know if he... Now, the thing is, I still don't know if he actually has Zeppelin in the back. By the way he's playing, I don't think he does. He's going to go back in that Eruptodon, I think. Which, that's a little scary. And his Eruptodon could have Mudslide. Yeah, there it is. There's the Eruptodon. I'm going to go for the Nimue play. Because Nimue is the best play, even if it goes for the Dark Surge. So, we go for Nimue here. And we go for the Flash and Flee for free. Flash and Flee is basically free. Even if he goes into Eliguana, he takes Chip, which is good. Or, do I go for the Disconnect Cord? You know what? I'm going to go for the Disconnect Cord and predict the... I want to predict the Eliguana swapping in. Eliguana feels obvious. I feel like his Eliguana's SA. Because why would he not have a Flash and Flee blocker? So, I'm going for the Disconnect Cord. He stayed in, went for Dark Surge, so I lost Nimue. I just lost Nimue with that play. Gosh dang it. I lived at least. Well, I lived, which is good, so we swap out. I tried to play smart and it didn't work. Well, let's at least stall the Eruptodon with Rancidor. Maybe we could do something with it. Dang it, that's awful. That was the worst possible scenario. That did a lot of damage, too. It's probably going to predict the dodge, so I'm going to throw out a Goop Spout. Nope, he just went for a landslide and KO'd me. Dang it. He just went for the landslide and KO'd me. We go back Nimue, and now we go for the Jet Stream. That was bad. I did not expect that. That really was unfortunate. We just go for the Jet Stream, then. Just try to KO this. Awesome. The Eruptodon is dead. At least the Eruptodon is now dead, but I lost my Rancidor to that, which could be good later in the match if I could throw a poison at something. Like, the Eliguana is already poisoned, so it's not the end of the world that much on Eliguana. Plus, it is out of energy, which that is something to keep into consideration. I could also go for the Himber play again and throw out an Icicle Trap. You know what? With no... That's good, because there is no... You know... The reason why that's good is because there's no... There is no... You know, there's no... Whatchamacallit? There's no fire type anymore. Yeah, and he saves him for later. He goes into Obsidian. Okay, we know what his last one is at least. Wow, it would have been very good to keep the Rancidor for this, because I could have poisoned it and actually hit it super effectively. Thankfully, I still got Nimue in the back, which is good. But I have to go Cleone, and I'm gonna have to hope for a lot here if I want to beat this Obsidian. Especially if he sets up a couple Drudges. Okay, he goes for a Body Crash, which doesn't do that much damage. I'm gonna go for a... Wait. Yeah, he swapped out. It's Eliguana? Yeah, Eliguana. I think he dies the Barbs. Yeah, he goes down to the Barbs and Poison. The Gobspurt from the Rancidor gets rid of the Eliguana, so I basically just got a free... I got some free energy back, which is good. Eliguana being dead is awesome. He still has Parasol. Yeah, and he goes into Parasol. I think we could win the match, though. I think Gamma Pulse is free. Yeah, Nimue wins us the match. So, Gamma Pulse is basically free and we win. So, I'm going to swap into I'm going to swap into Copperage because there's no reason to not to. There's no reason not to. There's no reason why to not just go into this thing. Goes for the Slapdown, no big deal. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. We can go for a Driving Force to force it out. And that's so you can't spam bulk ups. Okay, goes for a Fade Away. Oh my gosh, that's the best case scenario. That is the best case scenario because I get more Barbs damage. I get more damage. I love using Copperage with Barbs and Driving Force. It works so well. So I get even more damage on the Obsidian, which is awesome. I get even more damage. And then more damage with the Parasol as well. So that's good. Really good. So Parasol takes a little more damage. Like, look at that damage. Look at that extra damage. We're going to go for the Driving Force again. He's not going to swap out. He's not clicking Fade Away this time. Yeah, he's just clicking Slap Down. He's not that other ability, it looks like, though, which is interesting. Yeah, Nimue wins us the game, I think. So I think we're in a good spot. Obsidian could go for a sleep turn, but I don't know why it would, so we just go for the Driving Force again. It's just gonna body crash me and KO me. Yeah, just go for the KO. That's fine. We got Nimue. We got Nimue, which outspeeds both the Parasol and the Obsidian. So, yeah. You win the game from here. Go into Nimue. Unless you have dodge on your Loomians, Nimue wins. So, we go for the Gamma Pulse. And that should be the game. That was a very good first battle with Rancidor. Even though Rancidor got KO'd, that poison was able to chip down the El Iguana. And honestly, it's a very good range tank with enchants. It actually has some very good defensive capabilities, despite being a Loomian with 113 speed. So it works very well. And there's the Parasol. We just go for the Gamma Pulse, and we win the game. Congratulations, Nimue. You absolutely carried me. That was an amazing first battle with Rancidor, which, yeah, that worked out pretty well. Let's head into battle number 2. Alright, battle number 2 with Rancidor, and okay, there is a Gastro, but there is also a Land Torch and a Ursul. That's not great. Land Torch and Ursul are bad news. Metatoad isn't the worst, but, you know, it's a Metatoad. Metatoad hits like a truck. Gonna bring Nimue and you, so I don't get completely screwed by Land Torch. I don't want Land Torch to win the game for him. The thing that sucks is he has a Gas Stroke on top of it, so I can't even spam flash and play. Barbs is gonna be a must-have. Barbs is a must-have. I don't think he has any removal. But I don't think he has Barbs neither. I think I'm not gonna use Garbantis. I'm scared about Ursul. Ursul's really bad news for me. Ursul can lead and wreck me, which is rough. We'll lead off with we'll lead off with the Copperage, because I have an idea. He leads off with the Ursul. The one Loomian I did not want him to lead at all, because he knows that my team is utter dog food to this, so... Yeah! My team's dead! And that doesn't even 2-shot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We just place a layer of Barbs. We can't do it. I'm gonna do it because he does have a... I'm gonna do it once because he does have a Land Torch. He swapped! Oh my gosh, he swapped. In the Torch? Okay, he does go into Land Torch. Good. Does go into Land Torch. I get a layer of Barbs up. He could run Burn Up, but I doubt it. I doubt he runs Burn Up. I'm going to go into my Chartiki. That's kind of the only option I have. I could also go into Nimue, but I don't want to take a flare in the face. Awesome. I blocked this. Flash and Flay, which is good. We go for the Muck Blast. He is pretty much forced to swap out into something else, which is good. He's forced to swap. Which he does into Gastro, which is okay for me. I get a super effective hit. Don't quite get the poison, but I could go into my Rancidor and throw a poison on it. So this is good. I can actually throw a poison at it, and then I can Driving Force it, which is good. So yeah, he does go for the... Yep, he goes for the Soul Burst. And now I'm going to go for a Goop Spout, and hopefully I can try to stall it down if I can. I think I got to be a little bit careful about is that it can stratagem me, which I think stratagem's super effective. Does mine... I think it's super effective against this. I don't think it goes for stratagem right away. Nope, it goes for poison. I got him. So we throw out a Goop Spout to throw a poison on the Gastro. This is a good Loomian to have poison, so that's good. Now I gotta swap out, though, because I can't really take a hit from this. I think I can take one. Yeah, I do take one. So that's good. I do take a hit, which is good. So I'm now gonna swap out, because I don't want to make my Rancidor lose more health. I'm gonna go into my... Himber. Himber's the best play to make. I know he has Floor Blast, but I think it's the best play to make. He's probably just gonna go for the heal. Yeah, he goes for the healing move. So I get a free swap in. So I get a layer of Barbs. I can go. He's going to go back into Ursul, I feel like. I feel like he's going to go Ursul. I'm going to predict Ursul. I feel like Ursul's kind of obvious. He's going to predict me placing the Icicle Traps. If I can get rid of his Ursul right off the bat, we'll be in a very good position for the rest of the battle. Watch him just stay in. I don't know why, though. He's kind of the one... Soulburst Gastro's really good against my team, so... He would want to keep that for a Nimue. I don't think he wants to risk the Soulburst Gastro. But yeah, I think he's going to go Ursul to predict me placing traps. Yep, wait, Ursul to predict me placing traps. This Earthquake should be enough to KO the Ursul. That was a great predict on my part. That was very good. And I KO the Ursul. Epic. That Ursul being dead is awesome. That was awesome. Now, Land Torch comes in. So yeah, Land Torch comes into the battle, which is a little scary. We can go for Nimue on this. Nimue can come in on this. On the Fire Breath. Yep, goes for the Fire Breath, which I resist. Still gonna do a chunk, though. Yeah, still does a decent chunk. Got a burn on me, which sucks, but it isn't the worst. That honestly isn't the worst. It sucks, but, you know. I'm gonna go for a Jetstream. Because if he goes into Gas Stroke, we'll be in an okay position. I can actually hit the Gas Stroke, which is perfect for me. He still has that Land Torch alive, though, and Land Torch being alive means that Icicle Traps can get chipped, which is rough. He doesn't have anything to hit Nimue. He's gonna go in the Gas Stroke. I could have doubled, but I don't think it's worth the double right now. Oh, he went into Meditoad. I could have went for Flash and Flee for free. Dang, that's unfortunate. I could have went for Flash and Flee for free. Get a little bit of chip on the Meditoad, though, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna go into my Copper Rod. That's kind of the only thing that could soak a hit. I think I'm dead to Psycho Blast anyway, though. I think I'm dead, though. Oh my gosh, I didn't even die from a crit. Keep in mind, this was no health amulet. Do I save the Copper Rod? I'm gonna go for Rejuvenate. Let's see. Let's see what you do. I'm gonna go for Rejuvenate to see if I can keep it alive. I don't think I can, though. No, I can't. I won't be able to. So I'm just gonna throw another layer of barbs, so I could do some more damage to Land Torch later in the game. I don't think he has removal, so I think it's worth placing down a layer of barbs. Yep, goes for Psycho Blast. Perfect. And now his Meditoad's actually kind of low on energy, which is good. We go for the Himber play. Himber kind of has to swap in here. So yeah, Himber kind of has to swap. We go for the Earthquake. And even if Gastro comes in, it's not the end of the world. Land Torch can't come in. Gastro can't really come in. Like, Gastro could. He doesn't want to lose Meditoad, so he doesn't want to sack this. It looks like he did, though. Looks like he sacked the Toad. Which is interesting, because Meditoad is very scary against my team. I think the reason why he didn't save it, though, is because my team is really... my whole team outspeeds it, so it just wasn't worth keeping. Plus, it gives Land Torch another chance to do something crazy. I'm gonna go in the Chartiki this time. Mainly so... He's gonna predict me going into Nimue, predicting the Fire Breath. So, I'm gonna go into Chartiki so I don't take a 140 damage flare. Oh, he left the game! Wow, that was good. Let's head into battle number 3. Alright, battle number 3. But unfortunately, in the last battle, I lost Rancidor right off the bat, which was unfortunate. So, yeah, hopefully in this one it does a little bit better. In mine, the biggest threat is Terradistant, because if it sets up, it can be very dangerous. Good thing is, Poison. I can Poison pretty much everything, which is good. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with... Yeah, the Terradistant's the biggest threat in my opinion. Gonna bring you, so I'm completely dead to Tatab if I'm not careful. So, gotta be kind of careful with Tatab. I'm gonna bring you. I don't know who to bring as my last Loomian. I really don't. I mean, you could be good. I need Icicle Traps. But you can live a hit guarantee, though, is the problem. I think I'm gonna do this. Probably not a good idea, but I think I'm gonna lead off with this. I mean, Chartiki can't get rid of barbs, so let's see what you do. Jimmy Joe Bobby throws out a Seer Knight, which... Is he gonna go for the slapdown? I have no idea what he's going to do. I really don't want to take a slapdown in the face. I really don't. But I also don't really have a play, neither. I'm just gonna Goop Spout and poison it. Poison ya. Poison! But I assume I'm about to get slapped down, unfortunately. Dang yeah, I use my item. That item's really important for Rancidor because that's the only way it can actually really heal health back. There's no other way for it to heal. I'm gonna go for a dodge. There's a dodge. I'm now gonna throw up... Oh, Soaring Steel. It does have Soaring Steel. I mean, if I throw up a Near Enchantment, I should be able to live, but I don't want to take that. I'm gonna swap into my... Copperage. Because I have an idea. I'm gonna throw up Layers of Barbs. I'm gonna get slapped down, but I'm gonna throw Layers of Barbs, because the thing that's good is Seer Knight's poison, which is good. So there's the Soaring Steel, which it's gonna do a decent chunk to me. It's a Awakening Seer Knight, so it does a decent chunk to me. Gonna go for the Barbs. It's gonna click Slap Down, but I don't really care that much. If I can place down a couple Layers of Barbs for that Top later in the match and stun it, we'll be in a pretty good position. I am scared about Top though. Yeah, it just goes for the Slap Down, and it does outspeed me too, so yeah, it's not great. But we can still throw we can throw a Rejuvenate up. A Rejuvenate can get thrown up here, so that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna use this Seer Knight to my advantage. Go for the Rejuvenate to heal my health. I think he has enough for one more Slapdown. Oh no, he does have enough for a Boiling Crest. Oh, it burned me. Thank the Lord I actually clicked Rejuvenate. So that would have KO'd me. That would have actually KO'd me. So we're just gonna place down another layer of Barbs. Or, no, we're not forcing it out. There's no reason to force it out. We just place down layers of Barbs and make it tough for his team rest of the way. That's all we can really do. That's all we can really do, is just stall down his Seer Knight. Stall down Jimmy's Seer Knight. So, we go for the Barbs. That's the second layer. That's good. And yeah, Seer Knight is gradually getting destroyed, which is good. I'm going to go for another layer of Barbs, if I can stay alive for it. Boiling Crest, I don't think I lived that. I knew I wouldn't live that, but I got 2 layers of Barbs down. And now, the Seer Knight is very low, which is basically Flash and Flay. So we go for the Flash and Flee, which is good. If he goes Top, no big deal. His Seer Knight dies to the Barbs later anyway. Probably should have went for the Jetstream so Top doesn't come in for free. Well, I can just go Chartiki, so it's not the worst. I can just go Chartiki, so that's what I'll do. I'll just go Chartiki. So yeah, Chartiki comes in, so Top can't come in. And then I'm not sure which Loomian Jimmy will swap into next. We'll see. Yeah, me losing that health maybe on the start is really rough. Okay, he has the Ludrix, which is perfect for me, actually. Because I can go for... It's gonna go for Jetstream. I go Rancidor. There's no reason why I don't go Rancidor here. It's perfect. It's literally the perfect play here. I think Rancidor is pretty good against the Ludrix. Oh, it's rain. It's weather. That's cool, actually. I didn't expect it to be weather. I can throw a Goop Spout to do some damage, which, you know what, I will. His Seer Knight's dead, so I can poison something else. If it's either the Ludrix or something else. I was thinking about putting up Near Enchantments, so in case he does go into Top, I live to hit a little better. But I'm not going to do that. That could be a big mistake. I think I lived that okay. Yeah, I lived that okay. So the Goop Spout, get the poison on it. Awesome. It continues to rain. I go for the Near Enchantment for Top. Dang, he's just staying in. I didn't think it would just stay in, honestly. But we get Near Enchantment up, which is fine. Continues the rain. Stalling down the Deludrix is nice. We go for... Honestly, we just Goop Spout again. I don't want to waste the enchant turn. So yeah, he just KOs me. That's fine. Now we go into Himber. We now go into Himber. Yeah, we go into Himber now. Because Near Enchantment's up. We can use this to our advantage. Go for a Quick Punch. Go for the Quick Punch. Because we have Himber. We can use that to our advantage. So we were able to poison the Ludrix. I didn't get to poison the other Loomians I wanted to poison though, which is unfortunate. So that's really rough. I wanted to use Rancidor a little better, but honestly, it really struggled because the problem is I kept getting slapped down. And that was even with battles where I had decent matchups. Darn, that would have been good to keep for Rancidor. Good thing is, though, I will say this. There is one good thing about Parasol. Oh, it's Health Fabulous. That's not good. Do we just lose to Parasol? I mean, we have to Earthquake. We have to Earthquake, but it clicks Wave Wrecker. This is very bad news. This is actually very bad news. Oh, yeah, this is really bad news. Oh, it's really bad news. Okay. Okay, Mr. Parasol. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, your enchantment's still up. So, I'm going into Nimue for this play, because I do not want Parasol to sweep me. I don't want Parasol to sweep me. Goes for the Hydra, which does a decent chunk. It restores more health. Wow, I did not expect Softwater Health Emulator. That's actually kind of a cool set, won't lie. Go for the... Is Flash and Flee even enough to KO it? I mean, I might as well do it, but he's just going to bring Tata. Or Florent, it's even worse. Even worse, it's Florent, which has Mega Chomp! Oh no, it has Mega Chomp and Corderia Snap. I don't think it goes for the snapping move right away. But man, that's bad. We might actually lose this. We might actually lose this game. Yeah, this is a Soul Burst. I don't know what to do against it. It goes for the Corderia Snap. I just hope it doesn't go for the Snap move right away and it goes for Mega Chomp. The rest of my team's weak to Florent and Parasol and Tatab. There's no way I'm going to win this battle, I don't think. I don't think there's any way we make the comeback. I think the comeback's impossible. Okay, goes for Mega Chomp that play. I don't live the Corderia Snap, though. Ice Hammer. No! It stayed in! Why did it stay in on a Hember? No, I'm dead. I knew it too. I knew that was gonna happen too. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Now I die to Mega Chomp. I mean, I outspeed Florent, but I lose to Parasol. I lose to Parasol and Tatav now. I can't win. I lose this last battle, no matter what. Because I lost my Rancidor at the start. At least do a lot. Okay, at least does half. Mega Chomp, Poison. Okay, that's good. That is a good thing to have Poison. Please live at least one Mega Chomp. Okay, I live at least one. Now, we're going to need Clutch. We need to clutch up. Gonna go for the Fire Breath. Go for the Fire Breath here. He can't really save Florent. Yeah, he has to sack it. I need Nimue to win me the game. That's the only way we're going to stand a chance is if Nimue clutches up. I know his last one's Tata. No, his last one's Terradistant, actually. Interesting. His last one's actually Terradistant. I'm actually going to swap into Nimue. I will swap into Nimue, actually, because I have an idea. It has... It can't hit me that hard. Para heals health, but not that much. Good. We made a good play. We go for the Gamma Pulse. Honestly, Gamma Pulse is free. Gamma Pulse is free. I'm worried about running out of energy, though. Running out of energy is going to be the biggest threat. I think he sacks the Ludrix here. He can win with Parasol if he plays this correctly. Let's see. Will Jimmy Joe Bobby play this correctly? If he plays this correctly, he wins with Parasol. That's the thing. If he plays this correctly, he wins with Parasol. I don't think this OHKOs. I knew it wasn't going to OHKO. And it goes to Hydra Slash. On the Watcher boosted hit. We go for another Gamma Pulse. I would personally have sacked the Ludrix there to waste a move. And then go back into Distant. That's probably what I would have done there. He did waste that. Or he goes Parasol now and wins. Like, Parasol wins in the game. Like, if he plays this right, he wins with Parasol. I mean, he could still do it. Nope, wrong play. That was the absolute wrong play there. So, nope, Jimmy Joe Bobby's going to lose the game. He sold that. If he would have went Parasol, I would have ran out of energy on my Nimue, and his Parasol would have won the game, which, that's a little scary to think about. Like, Jimmy Joe Bobby has been getting better at PvP, so if you're watching this video, Jimmy Joe Bobby, what you should have done there is sacked the Ludrix, because if you sacked the Ludrix, you would have wasted enough energy on my Nimue, and then Parasol would have one-shotted my... Parasol would have one-shotted both my Chartiki and my Nimue, because I would have been out of energy. Now, Nimue might have still I don't know. I mean, I have Nimble 90. It might have still outsped it, but you just never know. So, yeah, I would have sacked the Ludrix there and wasted a move. Using the Ludrix on the barbs was probably the worst play there, but that's just a little tip. But yeah, Rancidor, honestly, this set didn't do as well as I thought. I think the problem is his Goop Spout isn't toxic poison, it's just normal poison, so it's really hard to actually stall with it. And then if you get slapped down, you'll lose your item, which really does hurt Rancidor because it has no other way of healing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showcasing tanky Rancidor, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!